everybody, and welcome to another installment of Mego Museum's Vintage Mego. As I teased in the last installment of Toy Ventures, I'm going to talk about the Mego World's Greatest Superheroes that were released in Japan. These were released in the late 1970s by Popy. You may notice that there is only 3 characters, and I can explain exactly why that is. While American comic books are enjoyed worldwide, nothing could really compare in Japan to the unbelievable, unstoppable television superhero force they had. It's a machine that just cranked out hero after hero. And, you think we were happy with reruns of the Adam West Batman or the appearance of Spider-Man on the Electric Company. We have nothing compared to the amazing shows that kids saw in the 60s and 70s. I mean, non-stop action, robots fighting monsters. It's just one of those things where their heroes were more popular than ours. So even though Mego Superheroes were a worldwide success, they did not get a huge market penetration in Japan. Japan had picked up on Mego's Planet of the Apes line, and of course King Kong, a lot of monkeys. But there really wasn't ever a proper large release for the Mego Superheroes like there was in Italy or UK or France or Canada. This is the selection that they got. And I'll go through each character they released to explain a little bit why they were. Superman seems to be a universally loved character all around the world, and Japan is no exception. I don't know the full publication history of the character. However, you can see a lot of Superman merchandise from the 60s and 70s in Japan, and that to me says that he was a viable commodity. I did unearth in 1978 he did have a magazine that was reprinting classic DC comic stories, so there was an awareness to the character, and I think he is unique unto himself, even in Japan. Batman, I think, would be the second most popular U.S. superhero in Japan. Japan was not immune to Batmania of the late 1960s. There is a plethora of cool Batman toys from Japan. As well, he got his own manga series, which is still beloved to this day and quite cool, to be honest with you. He is still popular in Japan, and this figure is no surprise to me that he was one of the 3 chosen. However, I'd have to say number 1 in Japan would be Spider-Man. This is largely due to Toei doing a television series around 1978 that is completely within the realm of the Japanese TV hero. Spider-Man drives a Jeep. He has a transforming robot. None of this has anything to do with Peter Parker, and it was very popular and beloved. And around this time, Popy did a number of toys, including re-released the Mego 8-inch action figure. You may be surprised to notice that the Incredible Hulk is absent. This is something I was told by a Japanese toy collector, that the Hulk doesn't actually enjoy tremendous popularity in Japan. That's surprising considering he's a big green monster, but nonetheless, we do not have a Hulk figure in this series. In terms of packaging, Popy designed their own Japanese-specific look for this line, and it's pretty gorgeous. The artwork is clearly by Neil Adams on the DC line. I'm not sure who did the Spider-Man, possibly Adams again, but they're just beautiful and bold. You may notice that Superman and Batman retain their color schemes from the Mego US packaging. However, Spider-Man comes in with a green color. I have no idea why, but I really like it. As I mentioned in Toy Ventures, which I will put a link to, Popy then took this exact same concept and packaging and marketed their own 8-inch action figures of the aforementioned popular TV characters, giving this a line look. On the secondary market, these are actually not that difficult to find. They pop up a lot on eBay Japanese auctions. However, their price is still high because, hey, they're really cool boxed Mego Superheroes and a lot of people want them. Personally, I love this series. I think they look fantastic, and I'm sort of grateful there's only 3 to track down. It's not a hard set to complete. In terms of rarity, I'm not even sure who I would consider the rarest, possibly Spider-Man due to his desirability. The Mego logo does not appear anywhere on the packaging. However, the World's Greatest Superheroes emblem does, next to the TV Heroes emblem that the other Japanese characters have. Are you after the Mego Japanese superheroes, or are you strictly US only? Let me know in the comments below. You can hit me up at Twitter, at Mego Museum. Drop us a line in our Facebook group, Megomania. Or you can always go to the reliable old-school forums at megomuseum.com. There's no wrong way to do it. Thanks as always for watching. If you're new to this, I hope you'll consider hitting like and subscribe. Until next time, have fun.